Forgive me if I make mistakes. It's
It's
because I
okay.
feel
It's
a
all
little
right.
anxious. But I came from this poor background, but I have always loved music and cinema. And when I was at a very young age, I have seen my older siblings watching films in English
Ah,
or listening to music in English, and it just blew my mind. I wanted so much to understand what was going on there. So that's when I started to feel interested in learning English. And one of my older sisters, I am the youngest, she had a job, her very first job at a language school. She was a secretary at this language school. And then she got a discount to study English there.
ah,
Uh, but she just hated English. She knew a bit of Spanish. Our native language is Portuguese. It's not Spanish, but she wanted her little sister, who was so curious about the language, to start studying at that language school. So she asked the school if she could have me there instead of her. And then I started to learn English when I was 11 years old, just because I had this discount. And then I just fell in love so much for everything related
in
English
English.
learning and English teaching. And I had to work when I was in the intermediate level. I had to work at the school to pay for my studies there. So that's
Wow.
when I started teaching. I
Oh.
started teaching English when I was like 16 years old, because I had to pay for my studies with my work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I started at a very young age as a teacher and this learning
Mm-hmm.
environment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. And later on, I just kept going and getting more and more interested about that. I became a language scientist, and now I am a teacher at my own small business.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Teacher Marina.
You're
Yeah, I would
welcome.
like to pinpoint the key words you just mentioned a bit. Yeah, I had a feeling uh, you can't be yourself as a present because of the inspiration is from your family members that show because you I think that is a very good examples because you open your mind and that why you said you fall in love everything related in English because of the your open mind and you start loving it without any compulse, any force from the people around. That is most important and it's a way the teacher team is promoting this idea to our members about the how to study in natural environment and you cannot force the people to have the certain attention span if they don't like it, if they don't open
Mm-hmm.
their mind. As you as I noticed that if you know the TED Talk show, I noticed that every TED Talk program is limited at 18 minutes. That is maybe from researching. It's the maximum of the human being attention span. And for another category of TED Talk, this for children, it's only 12 minutes. Last year, Teacher Tim mentioned when he came to this point that if the people who open mind, like I share you privately, my boy, he loves gaming, and then he can play all day and all night, unstoppable. Forget about the this silly words attention span. Yeah. And what is a very touching verse that you just share is you it's no doubt for me now why you share the message like that I just mentioned, because you are self-made people. You are self-reliant because you you earn your living since you are very young. It's 17 years. Yeah, that is very close to what Risa shared with us, because I think both of you come from the same platforms, and then the self-reliance. Self-reliance is what our king Ramanai promote to our Thai people whole of his life. It is self-reliance, and his philosophy that is announced and then is worldwide recognition is sufficiency economy. Yeah, all this about the people who they are very down to earth, and then they try to sacrifice themselves to the others, and that is why I said something. In general, a topic today like a donation based that the teacher team promote for a couple of years, and we focus to adapt this idea for education. That is seldom of Thai people know about this. How about donation based? What for? How we have to donate? Something like that. Okay, thank you. Please go on.